What's going on, guys? Car Review Guys here. My name is AJ, and today we have the 2023 Mazda CX-50 Turbo Premium Plus behind us. And you may have already seen the review, which I will plug here, but today we're going to be talking about 5 things Mazda could improve upon to make this vehicle even better than what it already is. And let me tell you, they're pretty minor. I'm not going to lie, but I think you may or may not agree. So if you stay through for this whole video, let me know if you agree. If not, tell me what you would add or maybe take away. Just like that, let's get into this video. Alrighty, so number 1 on the list, and we can talk about it inside or outside, so let's just talk about it right here, right now. So, this vehicle has lane keep assist, which is great. I love the feature, but on this vehicle right now, maybe they'll change it with some software changing, whatever, but right now, it only works below 40 miles an hour. 40 miles an hour. So many cars have that and manufacturers have that at pretty much all speeds. I mean, any highway reasonable speed, 70 to 80 miles an hour. I just feel like that would make this thing like just, you know, the next level. Like, that's why it's number 1 on my list. I find it really useful because, like, again, you should always have your hands on the wheel, you should always be paying attention, but let's say you need to get a quick drink of water, right, and there's no one else with you, it's always safer to have that feature than to just try to be like steering with your knee or what other people do. So that's number 1 on the list. Number 2 on the list on the exterior, before we hop in and talk about the last 3 items, number 2 on the list is the fact of, on this vehicle, and again, Mazda had a purpose behind this, okay? So I understand why they didn't, but what I feel like they should do is maybe allow it to be optional so that you can have one or the other. And what I mean by that is, let me flip the camera around for you. On this vehicle, you will notice there is a good bit of plastic around the bottom and then up around the wheel wells there. Well, you know, they had a reason behind that because they wanted it to look more aggressive, built really for the off-road. Well, with that said, at the end of the day, to me, I don't love the look of the plastic. I love paint. So if I could get paint all the way down everywhere, I just feel like that would be a fairly popular option, because I know this is more for off-road, but how many people are really going to, in their day-to-day life, take this off-road? I feel like you could allow that to be paint. You could expel this thing, put some ceramic coating on it. Hey, it would be protected, it would be good to go, and I think that it would look a little bit better than this plastic. Again, I think it should be optional. You should be allowed to get this or paint the whole thing. That would be really cool to allow from Mazda. Alrighty, guys, we stepped inside for number 3, and boy, does it feel better, because again, it's 112 degrees or something like that in Arizona. It is hot. Anyway, so number 3 has to do with the drive modes, okay? And there's nothing wrong with the drive modes. I like the drive modes, but I feel like maybe if they just added one more option, just one, okay? Hear me out. So down here, this is your little selector, right? So if you go up on it, it's gonna go to sport. If you go down, normal, down one more time, off-road. And there's different colors according to that. Now, that's fine. The display doesn't bother me, the selector doesn't bother me, I think they're all fine. Just add one more. And what I think that one more should do is change the steering wheel. So if they added one more mode, and they called it either like comfort or luxury or something to that nature, then the steering wheel should have, it should be easier to turn than what it is, because the steering in this vehicle is a little heavy. It's not bad, but it's a little heavy. I've felt lighter, and sometimes when you're just cruising around, you just want to take that pinky and just, you know, nice and easy light steering. Now, it's certainly not a showstopper, but how cool would it be if they added an extra mode? We're always suckers for more gadgets, you know what I'm saying? Alrighty, we're on to number 4, okay? So, number 4 will be pretty short and sweet for you guys, okay? I say this with several vehicles, and let me just flip the camera around to show you what I'm talking about. Number 4 on the list is the instrument cluster area. So let me zoom in for you, that way you can see a little better. There you go. So you can see that the middle is all digital, and then you have these little things around here. You can change those to just like 2 or 3 options over here. You can do it through there to change on here. It's nice having the LED digital display. All of this that is LED and digital, super, super clear. I have no issues with that. What would be nice is if we see, hopefully in maybe the next year model, this whole thing is LED digital and you can just change it to anything that you want to see. I think it's super nice whenever they're LED and digital, just because of the customization options and where you can see the information presented to you. Again, I'm really digging deep here to figure out 5 things on this car, but that's one thing that maybe they could improve upon. The final thing on the list, number 5, okay, and you can see them behind me. And what I mean by that is the interior color options. The brown is not bad. I like the fact that they do a 2-tone on the seat. Hopefully you can see that there. With that said, I'm a huge fan of gray or red. Can you imagine if they had like gray seats with like this thing being like red? Ooh, man. Or even like a light white. I don't know. Any of those options, like of those 3, if they could just allow you just a little bit more option. And I know from like a supply chain perspective, because again, I used to work in supply chain within automotive, that could be a nightmare from a factory perspective. It's not the best, but I'm telling you, from a consumer perspective, ooh, man. They had those color options in here. Oh, man. Oh, I'm telling you, I'd absolutely just love it. This is really nice, and I love the materials they use. The materials are just great. Just a matter of maybe a few more options for us, because again, we like gadgets and we like options, because you know us, the consumers. All right, ladies and gentlemen, I appreciate you guys sticking around for this video. That are the 5 things that could be improved in this vehicle. Again, they're nothing like terrible, but they could make this vehicle even better, in my humble opinion. And you know, some of these things that I listed, maybe we're gonna see in the 2024 model. We don't know. We'll see in, I don't know, 6 months, a year, I don't know, somewhere in there. We'll find out. But just like that, we're gonna go ahead and be closing and wrapping up today's video. The next video is gonna be 5 things I absolutely love about this vehicle. So you guys are gonna want to stay tuned for that. And if you haven't seen my review already, be sure to find it down in the description below. We're always doing new videos, 3 to 4 a week, plus some shorts with highlights on these vehicles. So please hit that subscribe button, and I'll catch you guys on the next one. Peace.